What's up, guys? Welcome to Loic's Kitchen. So we're gonna go ahead and make a strawberry and Oreo cheesecake. First step, we're gonna go ahead and make our crust. So for our crust, like I said, we're gonna use some Oreos, granola bar. You wanna use a food processor or a Robocoop. If you don't have any, you can also use a plastic bag, and that's what we're gonna use today. So you want your crust fine, not too fine to the point where you almost got a powder. You want it a little bit coarse, somewhat coarse. So I have about a cup and a half of crust here. I have about a nub of butter, small diced, and I'm adding half a cup of sugar now. Let's go ahead and crumble all that together. So I'm gonna use 2 forks. Like I said, you can add whatever you like in your crust, you know, like pine nuts, almonds, pecans, any sort of nuts, any sort of crumble. So we have our nuts in, our butter, our sugar. Now let's go ahead and add some flour and want to mix all that together. See, like the way I make my cheesecake, I make my cheesecake like a savory chef. A pastry chef will be measuring everything. I cook with my heart. I have a feel for it. Okay, so I believe our crust is ready. So you want to go ahead and be able to squeeze it, and it kind of comes together without your hands being wet. So my hands are dry here and my crust comes together. That's how you know you have the perfect balance of moisture and dry to create that crust. Now, if your crust is too wet, what's gonna happen is it's gonna be like a paste and it's not gonna taste very good. It's too much butter. If it's dry, it's gonna fall apart because it's too dry. So I gave you the key to test your crust. Just try to pinch it and make sure your hands are dry. And so we have our crust. Let's go ahead and mold it. Okay, so I'm gonna use my hands here and just pretty much press everything down. Press as hard as possible. So don't worry about your cheesecake not coming out. There should be enough butter in here for you to be able to flash this in the oven real quick and kind of ooze out that butter, and it will slide right out. Or if you have a torch. So I'm making sure I'm locking in all the edges there. Everything is well pressed together. Okay, so we have our crust. Now let's go ahead and bake. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake our crust at 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes. So for our actual cheesecake, so we're gonna use some heavy cream, some yogurt, some cream cheese, and we're also gonna throw some fresh chopped strawberries in there as well. Let's get to it. So I'm gonna start by whipping 2 cups of heavy cream. So we're gonna go ahead and whip that to a medium peak. Okay, so here we go. We are at a medium peak. So that's a medium peak right there. A high peak will mean my whipped cream will be facing the sky. So here our peak is kind of facing west or east. So it's kind of leaning. That's a medium peak. That's what you want. You don't want your cream to be too whipped. Okay, so now we have our whipped cream whipped. So now we're gonna go ahead and mix 4 ounces of cream cheese here, a cup of yogurt. We're gonna add half a cup of sugar, and let's give that a mix. So now next step, let's go ahead and melt our gelatin. So I saved a little bit of cream for our gelatin here. So I'm used to using gelatin sheets, and I will use about 4 sheets for a cheesecake this size. In the bowl, I have a little bit of water, a little bit of cream, our gelatin. So now we want to heat that up. Okay, so like I said, warm, not too hot. We don't want to boil it. And we'll go back in our cheesecake mixture. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and pull our crust out. Oh man, it smells great. Oh, it's perfect. So that was exactly 15 minutes right there. Look at that. Perfect golden brown. All came together. So now let's go ahead and cool this down. Okay, in the meantime, let's go ahead and finish our cheesecake. So now we want to go ahead and add some fresh strawberries in there. So you can see here, it's summertime. It's like perfect time to use strawberries. So the strawberry cheesecake is like perfect right now. Look at how ripe my strawberries are. So I added some chopped strawberries in there. So we got like a light pinkish color now. Okay, So our actual cheesecake is ready. Okay, in the meantime, let's go ahead and make our simple syrup and candy some strawberries for garnish. So simple syrup is basically equal part sugar, water. So we'll bring that to a boil and candy our strawberries. So once that's cooled down, our strawberry candy will be ready. Let's go ahead and pour our cheesecake mixture in. Now we'll go back in the freezer and just let it chill in the fridge. You'll have a perfect cheesecake. So here we have it, guys, a nice plated strawberry and Oreo cheesecake. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh man, I'm excited. Wow, it's so smooth. It's so smooth. It's so refreshing. Let me know how yours turned out. Here it is, we have it. Strawberry and Oreo cheesecake. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time.